Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Book of Science. Today I am teaching about 9th class chemistry, second chapter, chemical changes and reactions. In this class we will discuss about questions and answers. First of all, what is chemical reaction? Chemical reaction means it is the process of breaking the chemical bonds of the reacting substances. Reacting substances means reactants. In the equation, reactants are in left side and making new bonds to form new substances are products. Products are in the right side. Next one, what is chemical bond? A chemical bond is a force that holds the atoms of a molecule together in a compound. What are the conditions are necessary for a chemical change? In the previous class, we had already learned how to balance the chemical equation. But what is the conditions are necessary for the chemical changes? This is the very important. There are mainly 7 points: mixing, solution, heat, light, electricity, pressure, catalyst. Catalyst also two types: positive catalyst, negative catalyst. First one, mixing or close contact. In this case, chemical reaction occurs where the two substances or two compounds are mixed in their solid state. For example, iodine and phosphorus react explosively when brought into close contact. Another example is lead nitrate plus potassium iodide. It is in the solid state. The products are KNO3 plus PbI2. It means lead iodide. It is the solid state and yellow color. Second one, solution. In some cases, a chemical reaction occurs when substances are mixed in molten or aqueous state. Aqueous means liquid state. For example, oxalic acid crystals and NaCO3, sodium carbonate, react in water solution only. So these two are reacts in the water solution. Another example, NaCl. NaCl means sodium chloride. AgNO3. This is a liquid form. It gives rise to AgCl. Mark shows white precipitate plus sodium nitrate. This is a liquid state. Next one, heat. In some cases, the chemical reaction occurs only on heating. The heat symbol is this one, just like a delta. This is the heat symbol. For example, CuCO3, when heating the CuCO3, it forms CuO plus carbon dioxide. We know that carbon dioxide is gas, CuO solid. So here this is the heat symbol. CuCO3 decomposes and form these two products. Next one, lead nitrate. These also decomposes and form PbO, NO2, O2. So PbO is yellow residue and NO2 is brown gas and oxygen is colorless. Next one, light. In some chemical reactions occurs by the light. We know that they are called photochemical reaction or photolysis. Lysis means, photo means light. Lysis means splitting. So molecules of reactants absorb light energy to get activated and react fastly. For example, plants form glucose from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of light. This process is also called photosynthesis. Here carbon dioxide, water, in the presence of sunlight, they form glucose and oxygen. Here hydrogen and chlorine forms HCl. Chlorine and water forms HCl plus chlorine water, HClO. Here HClO, chlorine water, is exposed to sunlight and form HCl and oxygen. So oxygen is evolved. So HClO in the presence of the sunlight, the oxygen is evolved. AgNO3, it decomposes Ag plus NO2 plus O2. It means AgNO3, hydrogen peroxide means H2O2 are kept in brown bottles in the laboratory. Why? Because it decomposes in the presence of the sunlight. So you watch in the laboratory in your school, some chemicals are stored in the brown bottles. Why? Because they decomposes in the presence of a sunlight. Next one, electricity. In some chemical reactions occurs decomposes when electricity is passed through the substances. For example, so this is called electrolysis. The splitting means lysis. So in this process, water give hydrogen and oxygen only in the presence of electricity. Next, sodium chloride also gives sodium and chlorine in the presence of electricity. Next one, pressure. In some chemical reaction takes place only when involved high pressure. For example, mercury chloride, potassium iodide when rubbed in a mortar give a scarlet colored substances called HgI. Another example, nitrogen and hydrogen, it forms ammonia. In the presence of iron act as the catalyst in the high pressure, it means above 200 atm pressure. Next one, catalyst. Catalyst means in some chemical reaction need a catalyst. It accelerate or reaction. Catalyst do not take part in the reaction. For example, KClO3 decomposes and forms KCl and oxygen. For this reaction, 700 degrees centigrade high temperature occurs and oxygen is releasing very slowly. KClO3 is heated in the presence of manganese dioxide. Then it decomposes at low temperature 300 degrees centigrade. And this MnO2 is not affected, so unaffected. So in this reaction, MnO2 is act as catalyst. Ammonia plus oxygen gives rise to nitric oxide plus water vapor. In this of the presence of 800 degrees centigrade temperature and platinum. Here platinum act as the catalyst. Catalysts are two types, positive catalyst, negative catalyst. First of all, positive catalyst. It increases and accelerates the reaction. First of all, H2O2 decomposes means H2O2 means hydrogen peroxide decomposes and form water and oxygen. Here manganese dioxide is the catalyst. Promoters. The substances influence the rate of chemical reaction by improving the efficiency of the catalyst are called promoter. So are the increasing the capacity of the catalyst. For example, and hydrogen form ammonia. So in the manufacturing of ammonia, iron and molybdenum. Here the manufacturing of ammonia, iron acts as catalyst, but the molybdenum acts as promoter. It means molybdenum is increases the efficiency of the iron catalyst. Next one, negative catalyst. A catalyst decreases the reaction is called a negative catalyst. For example, phosphoric acid retards the rate of decomposition of H2O2, hydrogen peroxide. Second one, alcohol decreases the rate of oxidation of chloroform. In some chemical reactions proceed by absorption of sound energy. Here in this example, C2H2 means acetylene absorbs sound energy and it forms carbon and hydrogen. This is the absorbing sound. Thank you everyone. Please subscribe to my channel.